Hey, welcome. Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on an amazing tool that's all about solving problems for good. I mean, really for good. So if you're sick and tired of those quick fixes that never seem to stick, you have come to the right place. You know the feeling, right? That one nagging issue at work. Maybe it's a software bug that keeps coming back or a process that just always seems to break down. No matter what you throw at it, it just reappears. It's enough to drive you crazy. Well, here's the thing. The reason that problem feels like it just won't die is because you're probably only fighting the symptoms. You're slapping a Band-Aid on it when what it really needs is surgery to fix what's actually wrong underneath. And today we're going to find out how to do that. To get there, we've got to switch hats. We need to stop thinking like firefighters, always putting out the same fires, and start thinking like detectives. We need a tool that lets us dust for prints, follow the clues, and find the real culprit behind the problem. And that tool is the Fishbone Diagram. Now, you might hear it called a few different things, like an Ishikawa diagram or a cause and effect diagram, but they're all the same thing. It's this brilliant visual tool used by pros in Six Sigma and lean manufacturing for one single purpose: to hunt down the real reasons a problem exists. So, how's it work? Well, it's laid out just like the skeleton of a fish. And the single most important part is the head. This is where you write down your problem. And let me tell you, this part is absolutely crucial. You have to be super specific. I'm not talking our website is broken. I'm talking user checkout fails 15% of the time on mobile browsers. See the difference? Okay, so from that head, you've got this long spine stretching out. And branching off of that spine are the main bones of the fish. Each one of these bones is going to represent a major category where a potential cause might be hiding. Now, you might be thinking, where do I even start? A cause could be anything. And you're right. That's why there's a standard structure to make sure our investigation covers all the bases. It's called the 6M framework, and it forces us to look at the problem from every single angle. The 6Ms are like a detective's checklist. You look at manpower, which is all about the people involved. You look at methods, your processes, machines, your tools and equipment, materials, the stuff you're working with, measurement, how you track data, and yup, even Mother Nature, which is your physical environment. This forces a complete 360-degree view so nothing gets missed. Okay, so you get the theory, you see the structure, but how do you actually build one? Let's walk through it step by step so you and your team can put this into action. It's really just 4 steps. First, you nail down that super specific problem for the fish's head. Second, and this is important, you get a diverse team together to brainstorm causes for each of those 6Ms. Third, and this is the secret weapon, you use a technique called the 5 whys to dig deeper. And finally, you vote as a team on which causes are the most likely suspects to investigate first. Let's zero in on that third step, because honestly, it's where the magic happens. The 5 whys is how you blast past those obvious surface-level answers and find out what's really going on. It's simple. For any cause you come up with, you just ask why, like a curious 5-year-old. So let's say your team is brainstorming, and someone says, I know, the machine is overheating. Okay, that's a start. That's a symptom. But we're not going to stop there, are we? So we ask our first why. Why is it overheating? And the answer is, the coolant filter is clogged. Great. We could just change the filter and go to lunch. Easy fix. But we're better detectives than that. So we ask again, why was the filter clogged? The answer? It wasn't on the regular maintenance schedule. Aha! Okay, did you see what just happened? We just went from a machine problem to a process problem. We're getting warm. Let's go one more time. Why wasn't it on the schedule? Because the official maintenance process for this machine was never actually documented. And boom, there it is. That's the real villain, the root cause. See the difference? The problem was never really a clogged filter. The problem was a lack of a documented process. If you just change the filter, you're going to be right back here in 6 months doing it all over again. But if you fix the documentation, you solve this problem forever. That's the power. All right, let's see how this thing flexes its muscles in the real world. Here are a couple of examples that really show off how versatile this tool is. First up, a software team that's just getting hammered with bugs. They run a fishbone and find out it's not one thing, it's a perfect storm. Under methods, their code reviews are rushed. Under manpower, new devs aren't getting trained properly on old code. Even their machine, the test server, doesn't match the live one. The problem was coming from everywhere. Or what about a warehouse that keeps sending out the wrong items? Their diagram was just as revealing. Under materials, the barcode labels were blurry and peeling off.
Under methods, they were still using paper instead of scanners. High turnover meant their manpower was always inexperienced. And get this, under Mother Nature, they found that poor lighting was causing people to misread the labels.
So as you can probably tell from those examples, the real payoff here is so much bigger than just fixing a single issue. It's about fundamentally changing the way you operate.
And this just says it all perfectly. The Fishbone Diagram is a system designed to make those lazy, band-aid fixes impossible. It forces your team to dig until they hit the actual foundation of the problem.
And the benefits are just massive. I mean, obviously you stop wasting time and money fighting the same fires, but maybe even more important is what it does for your team. It gets everyone aligned. When you can literally see how materials and manpower and methods all connect, the blame game stops, the finger-pointing culture dies, and real collaborative problem-solving takes its place.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with the question. Think about that one problem, that frustrating, stubborn, I give up problem, in your work or even in your life. The one you thought was just impossible to solve. What do you think would happen if you sat down and drew a fishbone for it? What might you uncover?